your boy here did marathon. That's what's up, huh? Woo! I'm so excited about that. It did actually half a marathon, but it is what it is, and I managed to do that. That's so important. And so that I'm wearing contact lenses, like not daily, but monthly. I haven't been wearing them, like I just saw the only one, but I just said, why not? I'm just wearing just normal ones, daily ones for running, jogging. Why cannot do like monthly, So yeah. But we're gonna talk about Taijobi, new release that I'm about to do that. I think I'm very excited about that. If you remember, I think what I did in the last release of Taijobi 0.4, I converted it was like quizzes to games section, and eventually I did there find it, which basically before that we already had it, and to it I made it conjugation, which is very excited about that. Always I've been looking for how to exactly conjugate it, so it's helpful. I'm very excited about that, which is very important. And because I think, I'm not sure if it's 100% correct or not. Sometimes it's not really correct. There's some issues, but I think it mostly helps you, and you can just make a game, like quiz, etc. Like what's gonna be conjugation or past time of to be must, for example, past polite to be mashta, etc. And you can choose yourself like how it's gonna be, etc. I think the default settings what you can do, that's very exciting. As well as if you don't have a konto, you don't konto in German, you don't have to register. You just can use it, just demo version of it, which is I'm very excited about that. I was gonna help, and always gonna be opportunity to show potential users who are interested what's about before committing to it, you know what I mean? And that's something I did new, and I think it's gonna be very important because conjugation is very important of the language itself, because in any language it just comes, we need to know how to conjugate certain verbs, adjectives in English, in Japanese itself, because it's not an E, so that's quite interesting. So very excited about that. Of course, there are potentially going to be some mistakes, but it is what it is. And next thing what I did is I made more advanced search, I would say. For example, if you cannot find something in my database of flashcards, words, etc., you can chat. It's just similar to ChatGPT, but it's more simpler version of it, which you can talk and ask for certain questions and grammatical, the same way what you can do ChatGPT and other AI chatbots, etc. However, there's certain difference. For example, it will ask you, or you can ask it to save it as flashcard, which eventually it will save it to the search page, where you can from that save to your collection box, whatever. So that's so cool about that. And about the search page, I think search page is going to be more advanced stuff I haven't added, but so I think I'm very excited about that, which will be very important, I guess. But I have to think about that for sure. But in search page, as I mentioned, you can just add what you just search for to further add to your collection, etc. So eventually your collections flashcards are going to be where your data stored, and search we're going to find something like that. Command key, do whatever you want. That's cool. I eventually I wanted to avoid using any chatbot stuff, but I found myself using a lot when I'm learning Japanese. So I thought I need to build something and probably plus similar, but for my use case. Maybe eventually I will consider building a ChatGPT plugin where you can save it to flashcards, etc., or Chrome extension, etc. I think there are quite I think plans for it as well, but I'm not really important right now because I'm just having your own. I think we can fine tune it, improve it, not exactly do as you wanted. I think something you cannot do 100% in other UI applications, chatbot applications. So yeah, that's kind of AI thing what I did, which I want to avoid, but I think it's very important and it's helpful. And you can of course manage stuff, etc. for now. I will think about how we can make it more advanced, etc. We will see about that. And another thing is what I did is you can right now kind of part of chatbots, but I want to completely make separate of it, like paragraphs I call it right now feature, which basically you can upload image, etc. Mostly I'm expecting Japanese text. Yeah, you can upload whatever you want actually as a text, and when it will be extracted and it will be delegated to certain details of it. For example, you just upload, I don't know, whatever you just solve it and take a photo of it and you upload and say what it is and just like further analyze it. I think there's something about that. So I think I'm very excited about that. It's almost similar to ChatGPT. I think it's going to be, I want to keep separate because there are certain features that I'd like to have it and plans for actually to do that. When working with the pilots, etc., it can be part of it. It can be part of it. Maybe eventually I will make it part of it. I don't know yet. But for now, I'm going to keep it separate, and maybe I will just be interconnected with each other, we'll see. So that's something I'm very excited because it's something eventually will be help me to build up new features, because we have flashcards right now, we have paragraphs, like context, bigger context. We can save a lot of flashcards in the like content, like text, whatever in the flashcard, but I would try to avoid that. So for that, I would suggest using something like paragraphs, where you can analyze it, etc. And from that, you can just continue to create your flashcard, which is amazing. That's, I think, that have play around together all features that I've built so far. It's so cool, which is eventually going to be very important for the whole learning purpose. And I'm very excited about that. That's, I think, the main last feature that I did that. Besides, I guess that's all for main features what I've been working lately. Alright, like kind of like journey, but I don't know like my feelings about that, how I'm building application. Sometimes I catch myself that I'm building not really good one, or something like something not nervous, or maybe like wasting my time, etc. But there is no wasting time. Yeah, there's a problem like last 2 months, like June, July, I've been really studying Japanese. I've been focusing on other things, which is bad because I went to meeting Japanese, and it's like not improvement. It get better, it get worse. Sorry, that's what's going on. Gee, like we cannot do that. And I was every day I try to read more and use my application as well, and it works well sometimes. But sometimes there are some issues where I figure out and try to fix it immediately, which is helpful. So yeah, I think I need to use my application and as well at the same time learn Japanese more. For example, I built paragraph for myself very important because I read sometimes, or I just want to plot something, just eventually I will analyze it. That's actually very helpful. Yeah, I think that's I need to keep learning. That's something I need to push myself further and further to do that, because I'm going to build this application so far until the moment I'm really good. I'm like comfortable with the application. I don't know how to say contempt application. I want to say true freedom, which is like, I don't know how to say that. I'm happy with the application, but how it's turned out. But yeah, what else? I tried to be simple about the other side that I've been working on doing now, etc., to make it as good as possible. And what learning is, I think eventually I want to make sure that like all the features like work together, not only in the application, potentially out that application. I can think about that. For example, you have like a list of Excel list of flashcards you want to import it, for example. I want to help you to import it, for example, or something like that. And yeah, that's something I need to consider. Another part of it, I want to that my application will be performant enough that you can use it. Like it doesn't really matter. There's no really like, might be some silly bugs, but not really like critical bugs. You cannot use it anymore, or something like that. So I want to be aware of it, and that's something I need to do that for sure. It's very important, and to keep in track of it. And yeah, probably that I'm quite kind of quiet or something, because suddenly I'm just recording during like 10-ish p.m, which is not ideal, but I think it's bad for my video to make it. And I just wanted to make it because I was kind of thinking of actually the last 2 weeks I've been sick and here and there, but I'm doing right now. And thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you in another one. Bye bye.